Guys, welcome back to the channel. We're gonna be doing a bike ride vlog today. It'll be some fun. Yeah, I thought I'd make a video explaining a little bit more about what I was saying before about the masks policies. Thought I'd share a few examples to show like how bad it would be, why it's bad to let stores choose the rules they make. It's not that like that I'm saying they have to mask. It's the point that like it's bad to be letting stores come up with that. Like one example is, say if they were letting apartment buildings choose what they wanted to charge for rent, that would be very bad because people could charge $2,000 a month on some crap hole. But in the friggin' but they got the rules to protect friggin', you know, well, I'm trying to not think. It's to protect the rules of the store. Sorry, I'm freezing up a little bit. To protect what they charge for a certain class of place. Like say if it's a high class place, they're allowed to charge more of an amount for rent. But I've seen some places that are actually violating that too, you know? And it's funny, now I'm starting to see people just standing up to like, because the liberals in Canada are basically the Democrats of America. Like if you look at one of the Ben Shapiro's videos where he talks to Stephen Harper, like you look at the comments, every single person saying I wish Stephen Harper was back. And the crazy thing is, Stephen Harper should have friggin' used the pot thing, you know? Like, that's what Trudeau used to win. Otherwise, I guarantee people would have voted for Harper. But I don't know why people were so friggin' cared so much about pot being legalized, because honestly, it's not like the main concern. Like, people should be more concerned about their wealth and stuff rather than be concerned about pot being legalized. That's literally all Trudeau is doing. And plus, Trudeau is not educated well enough about friggin' politics to even be a prime minister. Like, as far as I know about Trudeau, the only thing, he's got an engineering course. That's it. Harper been studying politics since he was in his 20s. So Harper was a lot more qualified for the job of being prime minister. But unfortunately, because he was associated with Mike Duffy and all of that, that's what kind of had a big downfall on that too. Which is very unfortunate. You know, Harper is a good leader just because he was associated with Duffy. I don't even think Duffy got charged. That's the worst part, for stealing tax money. But like, my point is like not that masks should be required at all businesses. That's I'm thinking like politically, kind of like what would make everybody equally happy. And I find it a lot more annoying. Like, they don't there's a reason some things have to be government lawed, and that's one of them, COVID policies. And that's my opinion in all matter, is that it needs to be controlled by the government. Not saying that masks should be required everywhere. Like, mainly it's dangerous to food places. Like, there's certain my opinion, I think there should be like mask requirements when it comes to food and stuff. because food is something everyone eats, and you know, the other things like friggin' hardware stores that carry products just that people handle, like people can sanitize their hands and stuff to prevent that, you know. But food, when people are cooking food, they could end up sneezing or anything. It's kind of better. Like, you feel more safe when you're eating food knowing that the workers are wearing a mask. But I noticed at Burger King, people are friggin' wearing their mask completely wrong. Like, they're not even covering their nose. Which is really kind of stupid, you know? That's another thing. If people are going to wear a mask, they should be covering their nose too, because especially in a food working industry, you know? My opinion, it should mainly be required masks in food industries. And they, far as I know, they do require it for all workers, but like, for some reason, they should be requiring customers too, you know, in food places. That's the main thing I think masks should be mostly required for, is food places. But I'm just saying, if stores want to make policies that are, like, it totally contradicts what they're saying when they're saying they're making policies to prevent a COVID, but they're not making people sanitize their hands or wear a mask. But, and plus the main thing is, if they don't require everyone to wear a mask, then there ain't no point in wearing a mask. Because it stops the spread, it doesn't stop, like, if you got a mask on, it's not going to protect you from someone else who doesn't have a mask on. I'm just saying, like, say if apartment buildings didn't have that rule, and another good example is, what if medical scientists and doctors weren't government required to you know, regulate what they're allowed to sell and stuff. Like, remember back in history, if you don't know history or whatever, I don't know if you know the history of medical science in the world, but there was a time where they didn't have any government requirements on medical science, and people could literally just sell a jar of water and claim it cures cancer and everything. Like, that's basically, it's almost the same thing with masks. They're making rules that have nothing to do with it. Like the thing with Service New Brunswick, I couldn't believe it, how badly. It's a government-run thing. It's insane. They, like, you know, I was really shocked when I seen how Service New Brunswick is being run. That's way worse. They even have a sign saying they require masks, but they're not enforcing it whatsoever. Like, it was bad. Like, someone literally said they had COVID, and they let them right in. And they didn't require them to wear a mask or anything. I just really wish, like, if they're gonna say stuff like that, they should be requiring masks. If they're not saying that, then, you know, I just thought I would make a few examples of that to try to explain the whole thing better, you know, because I might have not have explained it well enough before, you know. Yeah, I'm staying on the main trail, just staying on trails because I know that freaking Karen is trying to get them in my video so she could take down some videos or sue or something. Which is ridiculous. Not only that, she's adding stuff to the story too, saying now I was filming her kids swim or whatever, just standing there with the camera filming them like a creep or something, which is completely false. You can go back and watch the video yourself and find out that's false. I guess she's just trying to I guess she's just hoping people will believe her story without doing any research of their own. That's what she's basically requiring. I'm just stupid. I laughed when she said she was going to call the police on me. I was like, yeah, I'll do it for you. If you want to get charged badly enough, I'll freaking call them for you. You know what's going to happen when the police see that video? They're going to charge you, not me, you. It's pretty crazy. I hate people like that and giving a bad name to everyone who lives in low-cost housing. Like, not everyone in low-cost housing is like that, but there's so many of them. It just makes everyone look like in low-cost housing, like a friggin' person like that. They make them all look bad. It's just there's so many of them. It's pretty messed up. Ugh. I'm gonna stand here. Ah, my foot. Pulled a muscle in my foot. Let me get off the bike for a minute. Oh. Yeah, that pisses me off when people, and they're teaching their kids there, like at 5 years old to friggin' steal and everything and vandalize places. Like, it's bad. You're teaching your kids to become criminals at a very early age. And unfortunately, that makes everyone look like that. And that's a big reason why the police don't do anything for people in that area. But I lived in different areas and got treated the same way, so I don't think it's basically discrimination on the area itself. I think they're just corrupt cops. Like, they really need to replace the Bathurst police force with the RCMP. Like, I remember how, like, my grandfather told me how bad it was in Moncton when Moncton was run by city police. They had the Moncton City Police at one time, and it was bad. Like, people were getting their stores robbed, everything, and the police, if you call them, they would literally make you bribe them to do something. They'd say, yeah, I want $100, or I'll be busy and next time you get robbed. Like, yeah. Like, you really want people like that in a police force in your city? Like, I don't know if... I seen an RCMP station somewhere. Like, it would be great if you could call them instead of Bathurst Police. I'm not sure if that's even an option here. Maybe it's just on another part of Bathurst that ain't technically in the town of Bathurst. It might be in Beresford, I don't know. But anyway, I thought I'd show you tell you the few examples anyway, like the fact that they didn't have government rules to show proof and all that for medical science, and people could make up anything and scam sick people. Like, that's what friggin' stores do. But the stores don't, I thought it wouldn't get any worse. I thought, oh, maybe if it's at a government-run place in New Brunswick, but the New Brunswick government runs it horribly. It's crazy how bad they run it. It's a nice trail, this, huh? Not bad of a trail. Anyway, guys, hopefully you enjoyed the video. I'm going to end it off there. Hopefully you enjoyed. Please like and subscribe, help the channel out. You know, it's free to subscribe, it's free to watch this video, so you got no reason not to subscribe, you know. And plus, I'm working a lot harder than most content creators. Like, I'm not as good as some of them, that's why they don't make as much videos, but I'm pretty decent at it, you know. I'm trying really hard with it. And I know I used to make reaction videos, but that was basically just a practice of being on camera and knowing it's uploaded and all that. So I could become better at speaking on camera and everything. It's mainly just practice. So I wouldn't care if people made a third-party claim on my old reaction videos, because I wasn't really expecting to make money from it. I just wanted something for practice. Hope you enjoyed. Like and subscribe, please. Till next time, peace out.